It was supposed to be just another campus event, a political rally, a debate. But on September 10, 2025, everything changed. Charlie Kirk, activist, commentator, founder of Turning Point USA, was gunned down mid-speech at Utah Valley University. Shots rang out. Panic, chaos, and a nation watched in horror. This is the Charlie Kirk assassination. What we know, what's still unclear, and what it tells us about politics, violence, and truth in America. Charlie Kirk, age 31, was a prominent figure in conservative politics, co-founder of Turning Point USA, known for campus debates, the Prove Me Wrong tour, and a fierce online presence, loved by his base, hated by his critics. Either way, he was always in the spotlight, but nothing in his past suggested that an event like this, on a stage full of students, would end in gunfire. Here's how the day unfolded based on public record so far. Around noon local time, Charlie Kirk is speaking outdoors at UView, part of his American Comeback tour. A crowd of about 3,000 people gathered. The suspect, later identified as a 22-year-old Utah man, is said to have access to rooftop roughly 200 yards from the stage, then opened fire with a high-powered bolt-action rifle. He fired a single shot which struck Kirk in the neck. Kirk was rushed to Timpanogos Regional Hospital, but was pronounced dead later that afternoon. After the shot, video and surveillance showed the suspect fleeing, jumping from the roof, running into a nearby area. Investigators later recovered the weapon in a wooded area, along with other forensic evidence, palm prints, footprints, possibly a forearm imprint. Though the event moved fast, law enforcement has collected several pieces of evidence. Rifle recovered, a Mauser-style .30-06 bolt-action rifle believed to be the murder weapon. Forensics on the rooftop, palm prints, forearm prints, shoe or floor impressions that tie a suspect to the firing location. Video footage from surveillance cameras showing suspect movements: arriving earlier, moving through stairwells, accessing rooftop, fleeing. Bullet ammunition evidence under analysis. Some reports mention engravings on unused ammo or bullet casings, possibly ideological messages. These may help in tying motives. Authorities named Tyler James Robinson, age 22, as the suspect. He has been arrested and is now facing multiple charges including aggravated murder, firearm discharge, obstruction of justice. Here's what's known about Robinson so far. No prior felony convictions publicly reported. He was identified via surveillance images released to the public, recognized by family members or acquaintances. Some investigations suggest he had recently become more politically active or had expressed strong views opposing Kirk's ideology. But as of now, the motive is not fully established. Official statements caution against assumption. Because Charlie Kirk was a polarizing figure, this shooting sparked an immediate tsunami of reactions. Political, social, and digital. Elected leaders across the spectrum made statements, condemnation, reflection, calls for unity against political violence. Social media very quickly flooded with misinformation, misattributed photos, wrong names, false claims about political affiliation, membership in ideologies, etc. Authorities have publicly warned about those spreading unverified content. A controversial song was released by musician Sky Valadas under her one-woman noise metal project, God's Finest Scalpel, titled Charlie Kirk Dead at 31, released shortly before the shooting. It was later taken down following backlash. Whether there's any real connection remains unclear. Robinson is currently held without bail. He faces several potential charges. Aggravated murder, which is a capital felony under Utah law, if convicted, could face the death penalty. Felony discharge of a firearm causing serious injury. Obstruction of justice. Authorities are collecting, analyzing digital evidence, witness statements, forensic matches, etc. Even with suspect in custody and a growing mountain of evidence, there remain several major unanswered questions. 1. Was this politically motivated? An act of personal grievance? Radical ideology? Some clues suggest ideological content on bullet casings, but proof is limited. 2. Planning and preparation. How did the shooter gain rooftop access? Were there accomplices? How was the rifle procured and transported? 3. Security measures. Event security protocols have come under scrutiny. How lax were the checkpoints? Were bag checks or metal detectors used? How did nobody prevent a rifle from being brought into range? 4. Witnesses and eyewitness accounts. Are there more eyewitness recordings? Not yet public. Any bystanders with crucial info? 5. Potential legal defenses. Robinson's mental state? Any history? And how evidence like digital communications and ammunition engraving will hold up in court? The death of Charlie Kirk is more than a headline. It is a fulcrum moment in America's escalating political tensions, a reminder that in moments of division, violence becomes all too real. As his family, community, and the nation await trial and answers, one thing is certain: no matter how much we disagree, taking a life silences everything else. Please kindly like, comment, and also subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our next update on this case. Thank you.